Who are you? Retreat now for your own dignity.
You little dog! Challenging the hip-hop towns to a fight! Prepare to meet your maker!
From your look, I can tell you are royalty.
Who are you?
Your Highness, I am Ije Awele. My father calls me Awele. People say I'm a fugitive, without identity, without a background. But I am a traveler. I have knowledge and understanding of over 70 kingdoms and cultures.
Interesting. But is that not too much for your age?
Nothing is too much for an inquisitive mind.
Your parents?
I never knew my mother. My father died when I was very young. Your Highness, I have come to love your kingdom, but I do not know about the people. I particularly like the vegetation. It houses grown and healthy games. I would love to be a part of this great people.
No.
I come in peace.
Your bravery is quite appreciated. I will decorate you with the king's royal gift. Thereafter, I will instruct the guards to see you off to the boundary of the kingdom.
Your Highness, when I saved your son's life, I didn't expect anything. I only thought I could dwell here with the great people of this land. But now, I know I can't. I do not deserve this royal gift. Thank you.
Nobody rejects a gift from the king.
There's always a first time.
Wait.
Father.
Turn back and walk back to me. I will forgive you for trying to walk out on me. For the life of the prince of Ezani Kingdom, I welcome you to be one of us.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Like a princess, you shall be treated. And on my authority, everyone shall respect and honor you.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I do not know how to express my profound gratitude.
No, just be of good conduct.
Thank you. Long may you reign, Your Highness. Queen Mother.
Rise, my child.
You shall be seen off to your chambers shortly.
Your Highness, I hope I'm not asking for too much, but I am not royalty, and I have never been. I do not think I deserve to stay in the palace. Maybe outside the palace where I can hunt or seek my adventures. Those men I slew were rebels from another kingdom. You shouldn't be out here alone.
I can take care of myself.
I can see how that worked out well for you.
Well, thank you for saving my life.
Exactly what I thought. So, why were those men hunting your land? Why are they after your land?
Nothing at all. Nothing. Fine. Well, my father engaged 5 kingdoms in battle with the sole aim of conquering them all. But you know, it is the gods that finally decide. He was able to conquer 3, which form Ani. And then the other 2 that resisted have remained our perpetual enemies.
So, that makes your father a despot king.
No. You don't talk about a king in such a manner.
Okay. What do you want?
Tell me, how do you learn the use of weapons so perfectly?
Forgotten that I'm a warrior.
No. You're not a warrior. When I look at you, you know what I see? I see a girl who is running away from her circumstances, her fears, and then trying to hide her arrogance in bravery.
You don't know me.
I want to know you.
What's that?
The great Annie Festival. The moon must have appeared. And you should thank the gods. Be very grateful to the gods that you arrived before now.
How do you mean?
I'll talk to you later. Warrior.
Kwami ya gaba. Kwami ya gaba. Haninemo nogi kaina po. Hanineo. Kwami ya gaba. Kwami ya gaba. Hanineo. Ogi bụ na anyị na-eli o. Ogi bụ na anyị na-aga o. Kwami ya gaba. Kwami ya gaba. Kwami ya gaba. Kwami ya gaba. Hey! Anụmanụ ivi na-ekwu ọ bụ ntị m ka edebere ka ị na-agwa. Kwami ya aninne mo. Kwami ya aninne mo. Gosi n'anyị ụzọ. Gosi anyị nke anyị na-eme. Gosi anyị onye ọya abụ ha! Kwami ya gaba. Kwami ya gaba. Aninne mo.
Total stranger.
Kwami ya gaba. Kwami ya gaba. Kwami ya gaba. Kwami ya gaba. Kwami ya gaba.
Eze wine.
Ezani.
Has the oracle spoken? Has the daughter for this year's Annie Festival been named?
She never delays. I wonder why now.
May Annie be praised. How can that be? A stranger without identity or background? I just accepted her into the land.
The ways of Annie are deep. Her liberal nature knows no bounds. When you were instituted as the 25th of this kingdom, did you not know that you were to represent your subjects before Annie, and Annie before your subjects?
That I know.
Then, why do you question Annie's choice over someone you accepted as part and a subject of your kingdom?
Excuse my inquisitive mind, Ezewai. May Annie be praised.
May Annie be praised.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Ezani demands your presence in the palace immediately.
Okay, give me some time. I will.
We are not leaving without you.
Long shall you reign, your highness. Ezeonu.
Rise.
Your highness, I know I had given my word to be of good conduct while I dwell amongst your people. Of a truth, this invitation scares me. If I've come against the law of this land through my sheer ignorance, please, forgive me.
What humility. Rise, my child. I'm sure this was what caught Annie's interest. My child, you have found favor with Annie.
Favor?
Annie has chosen you as a daughter. A mantle bestowed on only those pure in spirit and heart every 4th year.
Daughter of Annie, every 4th year?
Yes, my daughter. Every 4th year, Annie festival is observed. Annie chooses for itself a maiden. This daughter bears the responsibility of lifting the evil of the kingdom and dropping it, casting it into the Abaladim River. And then she returns to her people anew.
Why me?
The gods are wise. There might be slow in taking their decisions, but their decisions are precise. You will be spending the next 2 native market weeks with me. After that, you will be pure in heart, spirit, and in body. Then you will spend another 5 native market days with me. When the festival is over, you will be immortalized like the previous daughters of Annie.
Immortalized? Does that mean that I will die?
You will not die. A stranger will be used. A stranger's blood will be used to cleanse the land.
That's barbaric.
It was handed down to us by our ancestors. By the way, you will be treated like royalty, or even better than royalty. Udeme! 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 Udemanede!
Awele. Can't you see that you've grown to be loved by all and sundry?
Yes.
My father said in his 70s, no daughter of Annie has commanded the great influence that you have. Everybody likes you, Awele.
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 Thank you, beautiful maidens. To whom much is given, much is expected.
We know.
We know that. Awele. Awele.
Daughter of the land, please forgive me, but do not expose yourself to harm. He still has a little life left in him. He is not one of us. He's a stranger. A good sacrifice for him. No one must hear of this. No one. Can't you see that this is a sign? The gods have blessed us with the rain. It is a good sign. Please, no one must hear of this.
Chest seemed to me like a sword thrust.
I still don't know why we are delaying all this. Let us take him to Ezeonu. After all, and he's a stranger as well.
If I hear of this outside, I will hold the 3 of you responsible. None of you want to be on my bad side. No one must hear of this. And you will have a sacrifice, but not this man.
Why?
You don't give a helpless half-man to the oracle. Are you okay?
I was told you tended to my wounds. Thank you.
What happened to you?
Leave us.
Thanks for the meal.
What happened?
War. My people are at war with the people of Adani.
Adani. Adani. That is a far place from here. Sorry. Where are you from?
Abba. It was an intercommunity war between my people and Adani over a piece of land. My sister is dead. And I am not sure my mother is still alive.
It's okay. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for taking me in. But I have to go.
No, you can't. What do you wish for yourself? Death? If I were you, I'll save the only thing that I have. Your life.
I am not a coward. I am going back to help my people from the cruelty that has befallen them.
You won't make it out of here. Much more get to Abba.
Why?
This kingdom is in dire need of a stranger's blood. If you step out of here, they're going to capture you and use you for human sacrifice to cleanse this land.
Why are you helping me?
When you're ready to sleep, come inside the house.
Ure mma, ure mma, ure mma, of fertility, we have come once again to ask that you listen to us. Ure ure ma, ure ma, ure ure ma, ure ma, ure ma,
Okay. That must be terrifying.
What?
Your nightmare.
Was my sister.
Tell me about it. If you talked about it, you may feel better.
You will not understand.
Just let me in. I will.
Goddess of rain, you send down the rain to feed our plants. We thank you. Amadiaha! Amadiale! God of thunder! Chinkanye Nefe, our personal God. Ani! God of fertility. Chinkanye. Chineduanya na ganana. Ekene kwame. Ani. Okwa makai kaiji webio. Makagi kaiji webio. You feed us. You multiply us. You give us everything that is good. We worship you. We have consulted once. Today, the second day, before the final consultation, we come with the daughter of Ani, to initiate her into the realm of the chosen few that are pure in heart, spirit, and body. Gods of our land, we beg you to give her grace and fortitude to be able to carry the mantle. Anyị abịakwa ka isi abịa. Anyị abịakwa ka isi abịa. Odogwu nwanyị. Mgbe nwanyị zala odogwu n'ịmalụghị ife ọ bụ. Odogwu ka ịbụ. Eto dike na nke o mere omekwa ọzọ. Okilikili ka na-agba ukwu ose masha ali enu mba. Ihe alize nneki ya edebe ọkpa yi. Mbelede ka eji amadike. Mbelede ka eji amadike. Mbelede. Nsi na mbelede ka eji amadike. Give me the palm frond. Igwe kala. Fakwu ya n'ọnụ ma fe kwuru okwu. Fakwu ya n'ọnụ ma fe kwuru okwu. Ha na-afe ya na-aga na-ayọ. The calabash. Mmiri nsọ gị. Na-ekwu anyị. Fakpukwara ya n'ọnụ ma fe meghere ọnụ wee. Fe meghere ọnụ ka o wee dele ya nsọ. Nsọ. Mmiri nwa ibu wee bịa. Nenya gozie mmiri nsọ ike ọ bụ. Awụnyela m ya. Wekuru nke ya. Ọgwụnwago. Etinyela m. Na ife anyị ji wee bịa ịchụ aja. Ọgabakwano. Awele. Your ritual has been accepted. You can now step into the rear. Ure. This is kind of busy. Okay. Ure ma. Ure ma.
Sorry about your sister, but you are aware that you can't be seen around.
Yeah, I will have mentioned it. My mother. She doesn't even know if I'm alive or not.
Times are hard. If you wish to see your mother, then you must hang around here until Ani festival is over.
Yeah. I will go in the middle of the night, through the forbidden forest. No one will see me.
Animals will. Sorry. Animals will. And trust me, there is no honor in being eaten by an animal. I was attending to your injury. Hope you don't mind.
All right.
Right down. Sorry.
I wasn't sure you were going to
My
come.
prince. Greetings, my prince. Greetings, my prince.
Please sit.
There is no virtue when men renege on their word.
Have some mangoes.
Thank you, my prince.
You see, in as much as you are tough, I must confess, you are indeed beautiful. When the festival is over, I will take you to my parents to seek their royal blessing. You know, someday I will ascend the throne and I will want you seated beside me. Let's just say it's my way of appreciating you for saving my life.
My prince, I wasn't expecting anything in return. When I saved you, I was only showing an act of kindness.
Oh yeah. And it means everything to me.
My prince, it meant nothing to me, other than saving a helpless prince.
Yes. A helpless prince, you say. You know, I admire your sincerity. But I must say, your words hurt.
I'm just trying to be fair and honest.
Okay then. In that case, assure me that you'll be sitting next to me when I ascend the throne.
I'll have to take my leave now, my prince.
Please don't go.
Please, I have to. Please, don't. Excuse me.
Greetings, Awele.
You may rise. Mwakego, where is the stranger?
Is it at the hospital?
He's not there. Where did he go?
He was inside, sleeping.
He's not there.
You didn't give him up, did you? You should know me better. The last time I checked, you were spearheading a suggestion to give him up for sacrifice.
is it with this man, Ola? Why do you care so much?
I wish I knew. You know, the moment I set eyes on him, ooh, my heart skipped, like my veins called out to him. I just wish the gods wouldn't capture him.
I see. But be careful the things you wish for. Your love for a stranger should never outweigh your love for your community, Ola.
Yoma, what if Annie doesn't get a stranger's blood? What will happen?
I can't say for sure. But the outcome can't be anything less than evil. The gods are wise, remember.
Ours is barbaric.
Some things are better left unquestioned.
Yoma, look at me. Look at me. It could be you, your brother, your sister, or anyone close to your heart. How would you feel? Huh. Just what I thought.
Hi! Hi! I don't know what this stranger has done to you.
Obinze! Obinze! Obinze!
Listen. Now listen. I don't want to sound ungrateful. Oh, please, let me go.
You leave me no choice but to kill you with my hands.
No one will capture me.
Don't be stupid. I just did. What makes you think the guards won't?
They don't know I am passing.
The same way I didn't know you were passing this path?
I am not going back.
You leave me no choice than to kill you myself.
Listen, I appreciate your help, but I do not want to engage you. Please, for the very last time, let me go.
Earn it.
If that's how you want it, so be it. Please, 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 please don't do this. Don't. Please, please, please. So, your moves. Who taught you?
No one. It came from trying to stay alive.
You are revered in this land, which means danger cannot come to you.
It wasn't always like that. I'm not from this land. I only settled here, and the gods of the land found me worthy to be a daughter.
That's grace. I knew there was something different about you the moment I set my eyes on you. Why are you saving me?
I don't know.
You were chosen to facilitate the ritual and festival in this land that has accepted you as their own. You would compromise the liberty given to you?
There will always be other strangers.
All right, thank you very much. But I am not at rest. My mother, I don't know if she's still alive.
Are you looking for a way to get killed?
You will not understand. She's all I have left.
How about me? The moment I set my eyes on you, a thought that have never crossed my mind before saddled my sense of reasoning.
Witches.
My burning desire to be with a man.
Ani akpọkụọ mi. Anya Bakwami. He might join on here. I couldn't know Kilikili Kana, you was another alien. It doesn't leave Naki at the whoop. Oh, my dear Becky, a jet. Who question a boom mud?
What is this ill wind that heralds the evening?
I did not say what to anyone. I think you should know.
And you want me to believe you?
No, you don't have to believe me. I came to tell you not to believe me.
Where are you going to? Anywhere but here. I have to go now.
But you said you will make sure Ebele is fine. How is she?
I don't know. I am leaving.
Without her knowledge?
I volunteered to be here on my own. So I don't owe anybody any explanation on why I am leaving.
Where would you go?
I don't know.
What do you mean Ihioma left?
She left. She didn't say anything.
Did you fight?
Nothing of sort.
I know you all volunteered for this work. Peradventure, any of you want to leave. When you're ready, do it honorably.
I was attending to that. It was healing. What happened?
I fell.
Don't you want to see your mother again? Why did you come back?
I'll give anything to.
I kind of miss you. I don't know. I prayed to my chi to bring you back. I missed you.
Why?
As much as I hate to say it, I like you. I don't know if it's normal, but let's go together.
She said I wouldn't make it through the boundaries of this kingdom.
I know of a safe place we can travel.
She promised to keep me safe.
You think she owes you allegiance more than she owes this community? It's just a matter of time. Just like a helpless lamb, she will lead you to a slaughter slab. Think about it.
Annie, goddess of fertility. Igwekala, goddess of rain. Amadiaha, god of thunder. Chiani, our personal chi, our personal god. We come for the final consultation into the realm of the children of Annie. I present... Hey! Hello! Hello!
To what do I owe this tension that heralds your visit this morning?
What is bigger than the cricket has entered the cricket hole. The final consultation has been rejected. The previous one came back through the stream with fire. Oku.
What did you say?
On it.
What? With fire, you say?
Fire, Ezani. Oku nelele.
My king, such connotes evil.
What didn't we get right? Here. Majesty. We did all we were supposed to have done.
The oracle refuses to speak.
Ezenwai, pay attention properly. They usually speak with a fart, the smell of which lingers long after the speech has been made. We cannot afford to fall out with Annie. Not at this moment. Consult with them. Sacrifice whatever there is. And then revert to me. Ocha,
Your Majesty.
Send word to the village guards at the border. The search for a stranger should be intensified. Did you hear me?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Go, 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 go.
I've been thinking about the field consultation.
Say something already.
Why did Ihuma leave? We were waiting for Awele to come back with Obinze. Only to come back and she left. Does that not mean anything to you?
You know, I've been thinking about that. But I just can't place my hands on it.
My instinct tells me that
Ijeoma may have heard or saw something that made her leave. What happened at the stream today was not ordinary. So, I think we should give up Openzi already. Yes. I feel the gods are angry with us.
Then you should be ready to give up 2 persons.
What?
I won't let you do it.
Your silence is killing me. What is the matter?
I would like to be left alone.
So this is about me. If I am no longer welcome here, just say it and I'll go.
If you ever make me look for you again, I swear, you leave me no option than to drive my sword into your chest.
Okay. I'll be around. Can I at least go hunting?
Don't get caught.
I will ask you again. What happened when you eloped?
I eloped?
Do not play dumb with me. What happened between you and Awele? There is perceived trouble in the land. Maybe because of your presence. Or maybe because of whatever evil Awele has committed.
What are you talking about?
Annie only chooses those pure in spirit and body. Now tell me, did you violate Awele? Did you have a canon?
Never! Never.
Then you must go. I cannot give you up. And I cannot allow you desecrate my father's land. But wherever you go, I go.
And why is that?
Right from the first day I set my eyes on you, my heart skipped.
When this is over, I will come back for you.
Promise.
I promise. I promise.
You must go now.
Was that what happened?
Yes.
Okay. That's okay.
That was it. I didn't really think about it that way, but I...
What do you think you're doing?
The right thing.
Which is?
Listen. I am sorry I lied to you. I wasn't sincere. But it is not you my heart beats for. It is Awele. I only came to say goodbye. And that's if there'll be any. I am sorry.
What took you so long?
Scarcity of games, perhaps. What is the silence that hovers everywhere? What have we done?
I'm sorry.
So you knew. You knew that you were supposed to be pure in heart, and yet you hid secrets?
What would you have me do?
At the expense of this kingdom, and the people that has given us shelter and life? Why?
I don't know. So now what? Does this mean this is goodbye?
This isn't goodbye. I am going nowhere. When you're dying, I am dying. It won't be long. The oracle will find us.
Oh, you're back. Do you mean you want to sacrifice your life? Risk your life for my own mistake? Look, wait a minute. How did you find out about this?
I overheard two farmers discussing in the bush. And they said your final consultation failed. They pointed fingers at you.
I heard them.
What did you hear? What did you hear? You need to be beheaded. Look, no one pries in the privacy of the daughter of Annie.
I think I need to see Ihoma.
Why?
I need to know why she left.
Ihoma left because she could.
You think?
I know.
Then you know nothing. You think what happened at the stream this morning doesn't mean anything to you?
Olama, what do you want to do?
I cannot allow 2 strangers desecrate our land. Come. Come. Watch. I think Obinze laid with our...
Do you know what you say?
Like I said, I think.
Please don't say.
Ihuoma has gone to join her uncle at Abugo. Come.
Abugo?
Yes,
Ezani.
When Uzomaka, the daughter of Ikenta, the chosen daughter of Annie, violated her body before the 4th night, didn't Annie show us a signal? And we had her thrown into the colony of dead witches.
It is true.
Great. Did we name the right person? Did we put the mantle on the wrong head?
You were there when Awele was chosen by Annie for the festival.
Yes, I was. But what is happening?
Annie is not talking to me.
What have we done wrong? All our crops have withered in one evening. Who knows what is coming next?
Patience, Ezani. On the next Eke Market Day, I will sojourn to Ndiako. I will consult with Wanyeke. She must have some information.
Zawai, we do not have the leisure of time. We cannot wait till the next Eke Market Day.
You can only consult with Wanyeke on an Eke Market Day. Patience, Ezani, patience.
My kingdom has come to ruins in a twinkle of an eye. I do not have patience in me anymore.
Udemudelele, udemudelele, udemude, udemude, udemudelele, udemunede, udemunede.
So what do we do now?
We wait.
Wait?
Yeah.
For how long? How long do we have to wait for?
Oh, my prince! Greetings.
Please rise.
My prince.
Have you gone nuts? How dare you stand on my way?
My prince, I'm sorry. Awele, she wants some moments alone. She does not want to be disturbed.
Well, it doesn't seem like it. because I heard two voices.
My prince, what's going on here?
She wouldn't let me in.
I didn't invite you. Excuse us, please.
Do you have a man in your house?
A man? What are you talking about?
I heard a man's voice.
My prince, is jealousy now eating into your head? I was consulting. You've forgotten that I'm the daughter of Annie.
Well then, I did not forget. Can we just have a moment, please? In your heart.
My prince, you know I'm not allowed intimacy with any man.
And who said real? Awele, you care about me, right?
Don't flatter yourself.
So, what do you have to say about my proposal?
I have nothing to say, and he hasn't said a thing.
My king, all shall be well.
When? Is this how posterity is going to remember me? A king who watches his kingdom rot to ruins.
Posterity will remember you as the kind-hearted king who conquered kingdoms and expanded Annie.
Too bad. All that has come crashing down in my very presence. What evil has befallen us?
Just because of the sin of one man, most likely.
That one man is whom I seek.
What will you do?
I will slit his throat. I will pour his blood on the path of Annie. I will feed his flesh to the vultures of the air.
Take it easy, my king. Please, take it easy. Let's wait until Wanyeke speaks.
I have no vein of patience left in me.
What are you willing to give in exchange for this affection you speak of?
My most prized inheritance, my birthright, the throne.
Be careful what you wish for.
Of what use is sitting on a throne without a beauty like you besides me?
Perhaps this beauty you speak of is of the flesh. What happens when it fades away? Will it still be here?
Even when your strength fails you.
No. I can't be your woman. I'll need some time alone. Please, my prince. Excuse me.
Where are you taking me to by this time of the night?
I'm taking you to a safe place. Let's go. Go. Look, do not wait up for me. Please, do not say anything to anyone. Do you understand?
Yes, Ebele.
Let's go. Where's Olana?
They came for her. Our father is not feeling well too.
Okay. Please don't say anything to anyone. Let's go.
My prince, I saw her move out from her hut with a man. I caught them midway to their destination, but I'm very, very sure they didn't elude the village.
Well, if she's hiding him, find out where.
Yes, my prince.
And also find out who he is.
Yes, my prince. I will do that.
It wasn't so hard finding you.
I wasn't hiding. As a matter of fact, I like it here.
In exile?
What do you want?
Mysterious things are happening. Our crops have withered. Rain has ceased. And there is endless rumbling of thunder and lightning. Our people are dying. And I heard more will die if solutions are not preferred.
How may I help? How may I help?
How may you help? Don't you have a conscience? Well, I am here for you to tell me why you left. What really happened?
I left on my own volition. No one forced me to volunteer myself to serve Awele. And I don't expect anybody to question my whereabouts.
If you tell me what really happened, it may help. Think about your father, your family, and the ones dear to you. Look, please, let's not allow Arnie to burn. Please.
My tongue couldn't say what my eyes saw, so I left.
What did you see?
Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to get you food and water. What are you doing? Don't leave here. It's not safe.
Let us just run away.
No. They've tightened the security in the borders. We can't make it. Just stay here. You'll be safe here. Please. I have to leave now.
You never told me why you're helping me.
Must there be a reason for me to help you? Okay. I'm in love with you.
At the expense of the land that harbored you, took you in, gave you shelter?
Look, we both made a mistake, and I'll gladly take it back if I could. But one thing I do not regret ever doing is loving you.
You barely know me.
It doesn't take ages to know what the heart feels. It was an instant feeling, and I do not regret it. Look, we are going to make it out of here together. Please, go back inside before someone sees you. Please. I have to go now. I'll be back with food and water for you. Did you see her? What did she say? Hey! Alana! How is your sick... Don't you ever try it! Don't! Are you out of your mind?
Kill me already! What are you waiting for? You already led us to ruin. When were you ever going to own up to your atrocities?
What are you talking about?
She violated her body with Obinze.
So, now what? You hand me over to your people?
Well, you leave us with no so many options.
I heard you're going to stone me to death. Is that what you want?
That is what the land wants. We're subjects to the land.
I like your loyalty to your fatherland. But what happens when one day you wake up to a bright and beautiful sunrise, and the next hour to the horrifying scream of death? You've lost a loved one. A community somewhere have used him to atone for the sin of their land. How would that make you feel? It's okay. Whatever you imagined is absolutely wrong. There is no beauty in death.
So you were justified for your carelessness?
On the contrary, no. I want to pay for all the consequences and evil that I've brought upon this land. But I also want to ensure that no human head is ever used again for the celebration of any festival.
How?
The gods have blessed us with cows, goats, rams, sheep, chickens. Why must we slaughter man as animal?
So,
I will be going to see the great Dibia of Nri.
That is far from here.
If I leave now, I should be back before sundown.
Why? What for?
I can't say right now. When I'm back, I will. I once met with her on one of my adventures discovering new kingdoms.
And we should trust that you will be back.
My blood is my bond.
Obinze! 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 Oh! You scared me.
I thought I was under attack.
Look, I want you to be safe before I get back. I have to go to Nri. My aides found out that we are the problem of the land. So I need to go.
And you will leave me here all by myself?
I'll be back before nightfall.
Who are you going to meet?
I can't say right now. But once I return, I'll let you know. Do you understand? I need to go now.
Is it worth it?
Every bit of it.
What do you seek, child?
You didn't even see me coming.
I knew you were there, child. What do you seek?
I seek the cleansing of a land that gave me life. I failed them. I seek change. I seek a new beginning. I seek a new order from these barbaric acts of human sacrifice. What's funny?
Who told you? Who told you, child, that you can change what has been constituted for long? Who told you?
But that is the more reason that it should be changed. They are long gone. Yet the people still suffer.
Is that what they told you?
Great one. I do not expect much from people who are under the reign of a despot king. People who have been reduced to nothing but a murmur. They practice human sacrifice. Yet I see the fear in their eyes. I see the grief, the remorse in their eyes. Great one, please, we need your help.
My child, one man cannot change the course of a tradition except what the people want.
That is what the people want? Even though they cannot speak up, that is what they want.
I can't help you.
Can't I at least liberate the land from its present doom? The crops are withering. We don't have rain. Famine is fast approaching. Great one, please help us. There is incessant rumbling of thunder and lightning. Great one, please, I beg you, help us. What can we do?
Child, you have it in you. Go. Go now.
I don't understand.
Go. Now! Now! Now!
Obinze! 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 What have you
didn't.
Then who did? I gave you my word that I was coming back to make everything right. Why?
We didn't.
Then who? Long shall you reign, Your Highness.
You fool. On your knee. To a land that gave you home. You turned your back on it. Only for you to go and hide and protect its object of sacrifice.
Human head is no object of sacrifice.
How dare you speak? No one counters me.
Udame! Udalala! Udame! Udame! Udame!
Listen, why?
Yes, Annie.
We have found the problem. The daughter of Annie was the one hiding and protecting the object of sacrifice.
Mwanyeke revealed it to me.
So what do we do now?
We sacrifice him. Then we behead Awele 3 nights after the sacrifice.
So shall it be. Take her.
Udame! Udamudelele! Udame!
Move!
Udame!
Move!
Fertility. We have come once again to present the sacrifice. His blood will be used to cleanse the land of the kingdom. Anye! Anye! Goddess of fertility. The goddess that provides for us. The goddess that puts food on the ground for us. The goddess that gives us children. The goddess that sees to our welfare. The great goddess. look with pity upon us, your children. Hey! Hello! Hello! Tofiakwa! 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 Hey! Hello! Hello! Hello!
My king.
Please, Lolo. If it's about our son, I don't want to talk about it. I don't even want to hear a word. I'm enjoying what you're doing already.
Ezani!
To what do I owe this visit?
Alu Emego. The sacrifice has been rejected.
Ewo. What did I hear you say?
The sacrifice has been rejected. And he rejects only the sacrifice of the daughters and sons of the land.
Ocha!
Your Majesty.
Go and get me the girl from the strong room. Now.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Ife karilinte bagwe n'ọnụ nte. N'ife karilinte bagwe n'ọnụ nte. Onye bụ na nsogbu dị. Nsogbu kala aka dị o.
Honey, honey, honey. Honey, honey, honey. Honey, honey, honey.
Is it time?
Yes. Izani demands your presence.
What are you doing here, Olana?
I am here to kill you.
Please. Please, Olana. Don't kill me. Please. Please! Please! Please!
Let's go. You're free. Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go.
Your Majesty.
Where is the girl? Where is she?
I don't know. Someone attacked me from behind. I didn't see the face, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Pick it. This bracelet belongs to whomever attacked you.
Let me see. It belongs to a woman.
A woman?
A woman.
Asuka! Asuka!
Father.
Did you aid that girl's escape?
Father. Which girl?
Don't play dumb with me. Did you aid Awele's escape?
Awele. Did she escape?
If I find out you have a hand in this, I will...
Before you threaten fire and brimstone, remember the person that helped her escape left this behind.
Ocha,
Your Majesty.
come with me.
We have to go now. That is the distress flute. The finest warriors and guards are after us.
I am going nowhere without Awele.
She may have been caught.
Not until I am sure. I am going nowhere without her. Thank you very much for saving me. You can go now.
I am not going anywhere. Anywhere you go, I go.
I said we can't!
You may have chosen Awele over me, but I still care about you. It's fine. You don't have to say anything.
I thought I lost you. I thought I lost you.
I thought I lost you too.
Okay, we have to go. It won't be for too long. They will all be here looking for us.
Let's go.
Yes. Let's go.
You, search there. You, here. Did you find anyone?
No one.
Anybody?
No.
Let's go.
Can't wait for them to bring the girl.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Yes.
Your Majesty, we searched everywhere, but we couldn't find her.
You searched everywhere, except where she is hiding. Listen and listen good. Before dawn, I want to have the privilege of sipping palm wine with her skull. Or yours, if you fail.
Yes, Your Majesty. But, Your Majesty, we found this.
I said it. I knew it. Someone from her camp rescued her. Maybe Maybe one of her aides.
You heard that? I want you to go and bring all of them here. Every single one of them.
Yes, Your Majesty. Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Hezani.
Ezewine, I thought we already bid farewell.
The sacrifice is gone.
She tried severally to lift the knife. She couldn't. And then she consulted more. The calabash fell off her hands and broke into pieces.
The land is with you.
What does that mean?
Annie rejected him. Usually it doesn't happen except it's Annie's own blood. Where did you say you're from?
Abba.
I have to return.
Where?
The palace.
Are you out of your mind? Do you want them to kill you?
I have to find out why he was rejected.
And what do you hope to achieve?
Certainty.
Wait. They will stone you to death.
No, they won't. Not if I promise to trade you for my freedom. And they won't hurt both of us. Because they'll want to find out why Annie rejected you. I must leave now.
Why do I have this feeling I'll never see you again?
I will come back for this when all of this is over. I must leave.
Did I not warn you to come back here with their heads? Or have your head chopped off?
My men are still searching, Your Highness. They are not far away from the kingdom.
Where are they hiding?
I am not hiding. I'm right here. Long may you reign, Your Highness.
You watch her? You should have her head on the spike immediately.
I would not do that if I were you. If you have my head on the spike, you would never know where he is. You would never know why Annie rejected the sacrifice.
Yes, Annie. My heart bleeds. The rejected sacrifice is a son of the soil.
How can that be?
This way. Don't run, please. Don't run. They come in peace. Obinze, please, trust me on this. Please.
You promised to protect me.
I'm still doing that.
Why are you selling me out?
Please, Obinze, come with me to the palace. Please.
I didn't know my father. My mother raised my sister and I. My sister died in my arms 2 native weeks ago. And I am not sure my mother is still alive.
Where do you come from?
Abba.
Ochara.
Your Majesty.
Take him and 2 other guards. Go to Abba and bring me his mother.
Yes, Your Highness.
What are you thinking?
Awele, Obinze, and the kingdom. It's so sad how our lives have turned out just in a few days. I didn't want to be an aide. You made me.
Do you regret it?
Every bit of it. It has brought me yet another thing I cannot have. No matter how much I try.
Obinze? You may not have him as your man. But chance has brought you to demonstrate this true act of love, which is the most important.
Do you think they will ever come back?
I wish I know. Let's go back to the hut. Olana. Yes, you may have lost this one, but trust me, the gods have a way of bringing us very close to whatever we truly desire. Yes.
Mama. Mama. Mama.
I thought I lost you. Since after the war, many people have been missing.
There's a lot I need to tell you, Mama. But first, we have to go to Annie.
Annie?
Yes.
It's a very far place.
I know, Mama. The king is Annie wants to see you.
Have you offended?
Deal with me.
Listen, why?
Easy, Ezani. Easy.
I am running out of patience.
Greetings, Your Highness. I present to you, Your Highness, Obinze and his mother, Isema.
Igwe.
Where is your husband?
He died long time ago, Igwe.
Before or after the birth of Obinze?
After I gave birth to him.
What is the name of the midwife that took his birth? What is the name of the midwife?
He's not my biological son.
Hey!
Please, don't kill them.
Why kill innocent children? What have they done?
They were prophesied to be the harbinger of a revolution to the tradition that will further birth calamity in Annie.
Please, don't kill them. Give them to me. I'll take them far away. They will never come close to your land. I beg you.
The warrior compassionately gave me the children, a boy and a girl. Is the boy.
And the girl?
When I accepted the children, it did not occur to me that twin babies are considered evil in Abba. So I had to dump the girl in the bush. I prayed fervently to Maichi for a kind-hearted man that can take care of her. I gave her a mark on her lap so that I'll be able to know her whenever I see her.
The mark on your lap.
That's the mark. I gave her the mark. She's the one.
She's the girl. I gave her this mark.
Awele, who raised you?
A hunter. We lived in the woods. And as usual, he went out hunting. But this time, he never returned. I waited and waited and waited. 2 days later, I saw his remains, which had been devoured by wild animals. That's how I started fending for myself.
Ezewai,
Ezani,
I'd like to talk privately with you. No one moves a muscle. Those were the twins born to the Nabife family 27 years ago.
Take it. Sorry. He's a boy. Wow. Thank the gods. Another one's coming. Another one. Push. Get the strength to do it. May the God be praised. Oh God.
Hey, Zanny.
As and why? Is all well with my kingdom? Why the incessant rumbling of thunder?
Some children are born a blessing from Obiligwe, but cursed to Annie. Their glory will go hand in hand with their doom. At the appointed time, there will be the harbinger of a revolution to the tradition. That will further birth calamity to Annie. They will dethrone you as the king.
Never! We are these children.
They are born to the family of Nabife.
Okongu!
Your Highness.
As one shall guide you to the family of Nabife, get the newborn babies. Take them deep into Opabe forest before our boundary with Aba and kill them.
Yes, Your Highness.
Fate is mysterious. It implies that Okongu did not kill the children, the twins. It explains why Annie chose Awele. Because she's from Annie. It also explains why Annie rejected Obinze. Ha! Obiligwe played a trick on us.
But I warned you, Ezewai. I wanted us to appease Obiligwe, but you refused. You preferred to institute your own deity.
Obiligwe turned its back on us while we were at war.
It was not a just war, and you know it.
Does it really matter?
Now it matters. It matters very much. Those children were given to us to punish us. Now, see where we are.
We have to seek Okongu.
As for Kongu, I heard he's on a self-imposed exile in Abugo.
We must find him. He brought this upon us.
The boy and the girl?
They will eventually die.
Obviously, it's Awele's twin brother. Yes. How can that be? They were separated to be killed by Okongo, Nyoma's uncle, but he never did. Not. So, where are they now? At the strong room, yes. We need to save them. We need to save them. No, you will not. Don't be stupid. God dare this time. No going close. This is your affection. It will cost you a great deal. I'm not doing it because of the way I feel for Obinze. I'm doing it because we need to do the right thing. I need to do the right thing. But you can't. Well, I know someone who can. Who?
Greetings, my friend.
Why am I here?
Just a quick question, my friends. Will you allow your father to kill Awele and Obinze?
And what is your concern?
When your reign is over, posterity will remember you for so many things you did right. And it will also remember you as a weak prince who allowed his father to kill his heartthrob unjustly.
Now let me warn you. Don't you ever speak about my father in such a manner.
I am sorry, my prince, but take a good look around you. See what a despot king your father is. He dissolved his cabinet of elders and indichie. How many persons talk good about him? My prince, maybe Obiligwe has come to punish him for his atrocities. Stop him now while you still can.
All right. Even if I wanted to. How?
Open the door for them.
You're asking me to free them.
I am asking you to make a mistake. Forget to lock the door.
I don't wield the keys.
Find a way.
Don't run away. We come in peace.
Ezani wants your uncle Okongo. We heard he's on a self-imposed exile here.
He died?
Yes, he died.
Let's go.
Nayokongo. They've gone. Yes. I think they want you dead.
You have to live here.
To where?
Anywhere.
Hey! Okay, let me get out of this.
You shall live long, Ezani.
Where is Okongo?
He's dead and buried in exile, my king.
My king. My king. My king. You should let the curse go. The land is against you. The gods are against you. It's not too late to make amends.
Shut up, woman. I am not afraid of the gods. I am a god king myself.
They will put your name to a test and you will fail.
Never.
The prophecy has almost come to pass. Let the boy and girl go. Then cleanse the land and resign honorably.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you ask me to relinquish my throne? At dawn, I will have them beheaded, and their blood will be used to appease the land.
Don't challenge your chi to a fight.
My king.
What is it?
My king. My king. My king.
What is it?
My king, the prisoners are gone.
What? How?
My king, I know I was supposed to be watching them. But before I could wake up, everyone is gone.
Everyone?
Yes, my king.
You must be a fool.
No, father. Don't do it. I gave him a poisoned drink. He slept. And then I freed the prisoners.
You did?
All of them.
Do you know the implication of that? A combat!
I don't want to do this, father.
I warned you. Didn't I? Didn't I?
Stop this, my king! Enough! Enough, both of you. What is it?
I don't want to fight you, father.
Yet you draw a sword.
No! No!
Don't make me do this.
You draw a sword for your father.
I don't want this.
Stop, my king, please. No, my king. My king. Please stop. Stop, please.
Father, listen to her.
Please.
I don't want to fight you.
You draw a false sword against your father.
No!
You are my son. But a man has to do what he must do. What he has to do.
Ezan is dead.
I was coming to report that Ezewine was found dead.
What?
Hey! 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 Ezani. Ezani. Ezani.
Ezan is dead.
How do you know? The Ikoro?
Yes. That very sound is for the king alone.
It is over.
No. It's never over.
Long may you reign, Your Highness.
Rise, Awele.
Your Highness, I come with congratulatory message on your assumption of the throne as the Ezeani, the 26th. And I also come with condolence message on the demise of your father.
Thank you, Awele.
Your Highness, I must express my gratitude on your reinstating the council members and also deciding for the territories that were conquered to either have the option of staying back with Annie or returning. Your Highness, but our crops are still drying up. Likewise our streams and our rivers. We have not had a drop of rain in a long while. Must we continue in this tradition of human sacrifice?
Well, I have my mind in all of that. After the meeting with my council of elders this evening, we will talk on what is best.
Thank you, Ezeani.
You know, Awele, you can always call me by my name, Azuka. And you know, I have not stopped wanting to be your man.
Azuka, can we talk about this when all this is over? Please? I have to retire now to my hut. Good night, Azuka.
Why
While you were away, I went in search of our parents.
Did you find them?
No, they died.
We are alive. That is what matters now.
But to think that we almost slept with each other.
The gods used you to stop us. Obligwe bears me witness that I needed you. Our evil was that I hid you, not because of our ignorant love interest. Olana, I think she loves you.
Do you really like him? I love him with all my heart. I know.
Asked for me, my king.
Yes.
Please sit. You see, I had a meeting with my council of elders yesterday, just as I told you earlier. We all agreed that the human sacrifice be abolished. But there is one problem. You know, a quest like that demands a lineup of ritual that only the greatest Dibia can perform.
I know of one. I had been to see her earlier. But she needed to know that the entire community unanimously agreed to this.
Very well then. Send for her immediately.
She goes to no one. We have to go to her.
All right then.
You have to come with us.
Us?
My friends.
You returned, child.
Great one. This is Ezeani, the king of...
I know you are not alone, child. I know you came with people. Tell them to excuse us. What you seek, child, is too great. Now tell me, what do you have to give in return for what you ask?
Great one. We have goats, cows, sheep, chickens, rams.
How much longer are we going to wait?
Patience, Your Majesty. Patience.
A little more.
Oh, here she comes.
Behold, the oath breaker. Strike this in the center of Ani's shrine, and all the oath and covenant entered shall be broken.
That's all she said. Thank you. Let's go.
There's something you should know.
What?
It is a dawning of a new day.
In the name of the 4 market days, in the name of the 7 mountains, and in the name of Ebele, we as a people in one accord denounce you, Ani.
It is done. It is over. It is over.
Awele! Awele!
It is over.
Awele! Awele!
Awele!
Awele!
Awele! Let her be. She's gone.
No! Awele!
There's something you should know.
What?
It is a dawning of a new day. But I will not be a part of it.
What are you talking about?
Someone had to do it for many others to live.
What have you done?
I had to give my life in exchange for this. Look, if anybody cries for me, tell them that it was my choice. My choice. And I don't regret it.
Just remind me to kill you later.
I know you won't. A lot has happened. And it started here in this dream. And here we are today. My heart will always be with the departed souls that fought for this freedom. And most importantly, my heart will always be with you.
That's how it is.
Yeah. But it is yours now.
Keep it safe.